Okay, so welcome back to Trefarr Sidings, and I thought I'd give a layout update for May 2020, and this marks 6 months since I really started the layout, and obviously I've probably got a bit more done than I would have done in normal circumstances, but with the current global pandemic going on, then been able to get quite a bit more done than maybe would have done in a normal world, if you like. So anyway, an update. So as you can see, I've got the Railway Tavern, which is a beautiful pub model. It's from Intentio, and I just recently arrived, so it's just sitting there, just held together by willpower at the moment. Not actually done anything to it other than sighted to see if that would be an appropriate place to put it, and that's really sitting next to the goods shed, which is now just about complete. And since the last in the last month I've put lighting inside, so there's a light up under here. There's a light on the end there, which I'll show you in a moment, and then inside there's a light, and as you can see, the wires at the moment are just hanging out. I haven't actually managed to drill those down through and put them into the underneath the baseboards as yet. But yeah, it's a really nice model. Like I say, I've detailed the interior. I hate putting the lighting in the things, although I really want the lighting, but hiding the wires, and you know, I've done all the roof detail inside, and then you know, after you've done the trusses and everything else and scratch built those inside, then all of a sudden you've got a bunch of wires to hide, which is frustrating to say the least. And then next to that is the extension piece for the goods shed. So I've got a bunch of barrels here, some beer barrels and then some oyster barrels, and as you can see in the background there, there's a class 14 which has arrived recently from, it's a Dapol model, and that's really a really nice model for sure. That's pulling some wagons. So here we have a United Dairies, sorry, Unigate Creameries wagon, which I've weathered. It's clearly different from weathering HO scale and 00 scale. I mean, when you take a model you've paid £65 for and then convert that into Canadian dollars and then start to weather it, you know, it's one of those things you don't really want to make too many mistakes. Next to that, we've got some Slater's wagons that I've built and painted. I've got to put the transfers on those, the decals, and then those will be done and good to go. Moving further down here, this is the it's a laser cut building of a ticket office, which I'm converting into a parcels office. So as you can see inside, got the parcels desk, got some shelving and racking in there, which I'm doing, and as you can also see, I've got the LED in for the lights. This is a grounded body which I've made and weathered. It's just sitting there for the moment. This is a bicycle shed that I scratch built from styrene. Excuse me. I'm going to fix the bikes in there at some point, and then if we pan around, we've done a little bit more on the station, so getting closer to that to show you what I've been up to there. Station here, we've added some lights and luggage trolleys, and as you can see, there's a bunch of characters from Hardy's Hobbies waiting on the platform. If you visit Trefarr Sidings Facebook page, you will be able to see the backstories to each of those individuals. So there's a little backstory for each one, trying to develop the characters for the layout. Moving to the front here, lighting. Also got an illuminated clock, which kind of like gives it a bit of character. And then the station building itself is just about completed, and still have to put the lights in there. I've done all the lights, but I haven't actually fixed them in yet, because once again I'm trying to figure out the best way to route the wires. In the back there, I've now painted the bridge over the tracks. As you can see, it's been weathered up and rusted. So when the train exits the layout and goes through the wall, it's going under that scenic break. These background laser cut retaining walls, those have just arrived, so got to fix those together, paint them, and then I'll have a little bit more of a backdrop on the top there. Hopefully have some scenery behind there, and have that off the wall, maybe an inch or so, to give it some additional depth. So this is the area where the parcels office is going to go eventually, around the side here, and obviously, as you can see from the sign which says that's where the parcels office is going to be. So yeah, so that's going to sit in here, and then we're going to have this road up here. Some scenery. It's going to be a fairly steep piece of scenery to hold the road up, but I think I can get away with it, so we'll see how that goes. If we pan down the station, the front car park area, the phone boxes we've seen before, some of the cars that I've got, and then moving back down to the under layout, the signal box there, that's all lit now, and I've done a bit better job with the wires in that one, although they're still visible through the windows. And if I take the roof off, you can see the wires inside. I try to put that tube in there to try to move the wires out, and obviously you've got a light on the front there, so it looks really nice when it's lit up, but I really struggle with getting those wires out the way. There's a plate layers hut here that I built, obviously showing it quite beat up. Some of the glass in the windows has been smashed by the local vandals, unfortunately. But again, I'm going to put a bit of some graffiti on the inside there, and some rubble inside as it being abandoned. Obviously it wouldn't be there right next to the signal box, next to the goods shed, but it's a lovely little model, and I wanted to have it. And then in the back there we've still got the I haven't done any more to these two buildings, got to light them next for sure, but again, this suggestion here that it's a seaside layout, with the boats, the lobster pots, and the life rings. So yeah, so as we pan around, we're back to the pub. So some good progress made. Crazy times indeed with this pandemic, but I guess for those that have hobbies such as this, it's been a silver lining in that we've had a chance to spend some time on doing what we like to do, which we never seem to find enough time to do when we're with the busyness of real life. So panning back down, hope you've enjoyed this update. Like I say, if you want to check out the Facebook page at Trefarr Sidings to get the background stories on each of these characters that are waiting for the next train, and please do. Other than that, I'll continue to post some videos of the things that I'm building, and hopefully they're of interest. Yeah, for everything else, please stay safe, and look forward to speaking to you on the next video. Bye for now.